I'll move on. Okay. Clearly, you're not going to answer the question.
What does Tiffany have of Marlon?
Well, I think that she's got a lot of Marlon. She's a really beautiful baby, and she's got Marlon's legs. We don't know whether or not she's got this part yet, but time will tell. She was extraordinarily nasty to Kavanaugh, Judge Kavanaugh then, now Justice Kavanaugh.
Sure about your answer, sir. Are you saying that with all that you remember, you have an impeccable memory? You've been speaking for almost 8 hours, I think more, with this committee about all sorts of things you remember. How can you not remember whether or not you had a conversation about Robert Mueller or his investigation with anyone at that law firm? This investigation has only been going on for so long, sir. So
right, I'm not sure
Like lover, like daughter. One otherwise innocuous question became an excruciating case study in awkwardness. When asked what she has in common with her father, Ivanka said,
either real estate or golf.
When the matter was turned to him, Donald took it to an entirely different dimension.
Well, I was going to say sex, but I can't relate that.
From golden showers in a sex club in Vegas to tax fraud to deals with corrupt officials from the former Soviet Union to catch and kill conspiracies to silence Trump's clandestine life.
And you know, I'm sure that makes you pissed. But Cohen was your number one. He used to be your whiz kid. Now he's leaking everywhere. You might call it yellow journalism, but all you can do, little piggy, is go wee all the way home.
She was nasty to a level that was just a horrible thing, the way she was.
I want to understand your response to my question, because it's a very direct one. Did you speak with anyone at that law firm about the Mueller investigation? It's a very direct question. So you're not denying that you spoke with him? Okay. I'll move on. Okay. Clearly you're not going to answer the question.
Not only are there several photos of them together in positions that are not typical for a father and a daughter, but Donald Trump has also publicly spoken of her in terms that many find to be totally inappropriate.
But what would you do, Playboy put Ivanka on the cover of the magazine?
It would be really disappointing. Not really. But it would depend on what was inside the magazine. I don't think Ivanka would do that inside the magazine, although she does have a very nice figure. I've said that if Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her. You know?
Stop it! Oh, it's so weird. Who are you, Woody Allen?
Respectfully, Judge, as it relates to this hearing, you're not answering that question, and we can move on. Can you think of any laws that give government the power to make decisions about the male body?
I'm happy to answer a more specific question.
Male versus female. I'll repeat the question. Can you think of any laws that give the government the power to make decisions about the male body?
I'm not thinking of any right now, Senator.
As a factual matter, can 5 Supreme Court justices overturn any precedent at any time if a case comes before them on that issue?
You start with the system of precedent that's rooted in the Constitution.
I know, but just as a factual matter, 5 justices, if in agreement, can overturn any precedent. Wouldn't you agree?
Senator, there's a reason why the Supreme Court doesn't do that.
But do you agree that it can do that?
Well, it has overruled precedent at various times in our history.
We both agree the court has done it and can do it.
There are times, but there's a series of conditions, important conditions, that if faithfully applied make it rare. And the system of precedent's rooted in the Constitution. It's not a matter of policy to be discarded at whim.
But there's nothing, you and I agree, that prevents the court from doing it, meaning that it is not prohibited. The court is, if I may finish, the court is not prohibited from overruling or overturning precedent. No matter what the steps are that the court must take, the court may overrule precedent?
What I would say is there are a series of conditions that the Supreme Court must meet, and the age of a precedent, as I think the Supreme Court itself has articulated many times, does ordinarily add to the force of the precedent.
And no matter what I asked him, he would answer.
In 2003, it was Trump himself who brought up the subject of his then 23-year-old daughter's looks.
You know who's one of the great beauties of the world, according to everybody, and I helped create her? My daughter, Ivanka.
Yeah.
She's 6 feet tall. She's got the best body.
In a later appearance in 2004, Stern pressed his luck by saying,
"By the way, your daughter,
she's beautiful.
can I say this? A piece of ass.
She looks more voluptuous than ever."